All right. Now, as we are going to get to another topic, you mentioned your co-host on the Hot Mic, Jeff Snyder. Well, he broke a pretty big one right before we went on the air.
Hey.
And that's that from Comic Book Movie here. This is Josh Brolin is rumored to have been offered the Hal Jordan role in the Lanterns series. Now, a new rumor doing the rounds right now is claiming that Josh Brolin has been offered the role of Hal Jordan in the upcoming DCU Lantern series.
Yeah.
So Mark Cassidy writes, we had heard a noteworthy name was being sought out to play veteran Green Lantern Hal Jordan in the upcoming DCU Lantern series, and there's a new rumor claiming that the studio has set its sights on a former MCU actor for the role. This is according to Nexus Point News, who have broken some pretty big DC-related scoops over the first few weeks. Josh Brolin has been offered the part. Through the site notes, he hasn't actually entered talks and might well decline. Brolin is no stranger to the comic book movie superhero genre, playing Thanos in the Infinity Saga and Cable in Deadpool 2. He's also technically played a DC character in the Jonah Hex movie. Casting is also underway for a black actor between 27 and 35 to play Jon Stewart. The younger Lantern Jordan takes under his wing. Academy Award-winning Lost and Watchmen creator Lindelof is working on the pilot script along with Ozark showrunner Chris Mundy and acclaimed comic book writer Tom King. Yada, yada, yada. Production on Lanterns is currently set to commence in Q1 of 2025. Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, who will make his debut in Gunn's Superman reboot, is expecting to have a supporting role in the series. Earlier Green Lantern TV series was in the works before Gunn and Safran took over as co-head of DC Studios, and that version was created by Berlanti and would have starred Finn Wittrock as Guy Gardner. Hal Jordan was previously played by Ryan Reynolds in the infamous 2011 Green Lantern movie. So this one is the story of a couple of Green Lanterns, and Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. We have a few other Lanterns prepped in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective, with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. So they have an update. Jeff Snyder's also reporting that Brolin has been offered the role. So Snyder says, as hinted in my newsletter, Brolin has been offered the role of Hal Jordan in HBO's big-budget sci-fi Lanterns, plus which one of Damon Lindelof's Watchmen collaboration is being eyed to direct the pilot. Okay, so you were pretty... You don't think that Brolin's going to... Well, A... do you think he's going to take it, or do you think he's not even going to be offered Jordan?
Well, no, I think he's probably been offered it. I mean, I trust Jeff and I trust Nexus Point News. They've broken some good stuff over the last few months, but like, I don't know that he's the right fit for Hal Jordan. That's my issue. Okay. I don't see him as a Hal Jordan. He's
too
like
gruff.
He's like a gruff Bruce Wayne. He's like a Batman beyond Bruce Wayne. That's the kind of Josh Brolin role that fits him with his gruffness and his tough love approach. Hal Jordan is a cocky pilot. That's Ryan was completely miscast with all his little jokes that didn't work. You've got to find someone who's got Nathan. Everyone wanted Nathan to do it. And I think he voiced it over in the animated series, but like he's kind of around the age of Brolin. So you could have argued that why didn't you just give it to Fillion? But clearly they want a big name. Josh Brolin is a big name. He's been in a bunch of big franchises recently. Dune is one of our favorites, Christian, and so he was part of that. But like, I understand why you go this direction. But clearly, because I heard from my source that they weren't going above 55 years old.
Okay.
But clearly that changed, and now they've gone with Josh. They want to do a Lethal Weapon thing, as Jeff pointed out. So they're looking at a younger African-American actor, a black actor. And so where are they going to go with that? Because a lot of people were thinking the kid from F1 was going to be a part of it, but he's 30. And Kelvin Harrison Jr. is 30. So where are they looking for the young black actor to step in? But clearly they want someone who's got some kind of weight and power and looks like he could be like a guardian of the universe, for lack of a better term. And so I think I understand the offer. I just don't think the energy of Josh Brolin fits Hal Jordan, in my opinion.
I think it's a fair take. And I think that the only thing that I will say is that Josh Brolin is funnier than people give him credit for.
True.
He's got more personality than people give him credit for. Like, where I shouldn't say that, but I mean more. The gruff thing is a fair, assessment of him because of the roles that he's played and a lot of the roles that he's played. But when you look at him in interviews and stuff too, he's a really funny, witty dude.
Oh, totally.
And he's a really good actor. So if he could kind of change it up and say, look, this is what we're looking for. We don't want to do that same kind of Sicario, this, that. We don't want to do that stuff. We want to do a little bit more. We want you to be a little bit more relatable, more likable in one of those things. And maybe they can get him to do it. I don't know. Maybe they can, but maybe I don't know. But I think that they're right. I think he's going to pass on it anyway.
You think so?
Yeah,
you think he's going to pass on
I think he's going to pass. I think he's going to pass. What TV has he done?
Outer Range was the most recent two things that he's done, and I
remember that
after season 2.
Yeah, look. When you're able to work, in the way that this guy is, where he's built such a career for himself, where he's wanted and if he wanted to he can book a movie tomorrow. You know, if he was like, hey, I want to be in a movie tomorrow, and I want to be in this movie. All right, well, I'll get you on the phone with Disney tomorrow. We'll put you in this big movie. But he's that type of actor, right? He's got that kind of career. The bigger actors like this don't love working TV. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of, you know what I mean? It's a grind.
Yeah. But you wonder how much. What's going to be the time commitment? That's a great point, Christian. What's going to be the time commitment for him at his age? Does he want to do it? There's going to be a lot of special effects, a lot of retakes, a lot of shots and setting up shots and figuring out shots. How much of that does he want to be involved in? And how was his? He was already Thanos. Right. He was already Cable. So this would be what, his fourth, if you include Jonah Hex, fourth superhero venture here. And I'm not counting films. I mean, playing the characters. So that's a lot. And clearly they like working with him because he was in Dune. That's a Warner Brothers franchise. So clearly they like working with him over there at Warner Brothers. So it's an interesting choice. But I mean, Hal Jordan is the cocky quarterback he is the 80s villain with the fucking collar turned up. He's the preppy, arrogant kid who always gets the girl.
I think Brolin could do that.
Rich, elitist guy.
You don't think Brolin could pull that off?
Brolin is blue collar, man. Brolin is wearing Wrangler jeans and carrying the sledgehammer with the hard hat. He is not wearing the jacket.
You're stereotyping him. You're stereotyping him. But who knows? We'll see.
It's not a bad stereotype.
It's not a bad stereotype, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I ask you guys if you think it's a good choice to have Josh Brolin
as Iceman. That's your Hal Jordan. Sorry.
Yeah, you love cursing, huh?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
And I got to tell you about AG1. You guys know AG1. I mean, if you've been listening to this show long enough, you know that I love AG1. And people keep asking me. They notice. John even said when I started, new look, 20 pounds I lost. One of those reasons, AG1 became part of my routine. Because for a long time, I wasn't paying attention to what was going on in my body. It just wasn't. For me, I read labels. I verify that everything is up to the quality I need. And that is why I've stayed with AG1 for as long as I have. It is a research-backed foundational nutrition supplement, and it delivers daily nutrients, gut health support, and is backed by multiple research studies, so you can trust what you're putting into your body. Because I like coffee. I used to drink so much coffee to keep up, but I don't need it anymore, not as much, because after drinking AG1, I have realized that I have all this energy and I need less coffee to power my day. It turns out I'm not alone. Because in a research study, 91% of people noticed they needed less coffee after 60 days of drinking AG1. 97% of people in a research study felt more energy after 30 days of drinking AG1. That's crazy. 91% of participants noticed that they need less coffee after 60 days of drinking AG1. That's me. Energy is a majorly important reason why it comes to I need so much energy for parenting. I can tell you that right now. AG1 contains ingredients to sustain energy so you can be the best version of yourself within each day. And it really has worked for me, and it's helped me on the plane, everything. It's easy, it's satisfying to start your journey with AG1. But if you go to AG1 and you can get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase, you got to go to drinkag1.com/bigthing. drinkag1.com/bigthing. It's the one product I trust to support my whole body health. It's AG1.